What's good, beautiful people? I'm the Black Thumb, and this is my man's.
Ayati.
And welcome to New to the Game podcast, the podcast for the casual NBA fan.
Now, the casual NBA fan is more interested in the fashion, the music, the culture, the drama. Terry, what are we talking about today?
Okay, so for our drama quarter today, we are going to talk about Diddy and give a quick update. So essentially, there really isn't a whole lot of movement in the actual Diddy case that is happening right now. Diddy did have a recent court appearance, and really, it sounds like this court appearance was for his legal team and the prosecution to settle on a day or time when the prosecution is going to send over all of the evidence that they've garnered and they've accrued during this time that they've been investigating, so that Diddy can actually defend himself, so to speak. So that's what's happening, and so they're settling on that date. So there probably won't be a whole lot going on with Diddy leading up to the trial, particularly from a legal standpoint. Now, adjacent to all of that are now the web is starting to, and it feels like it's starting to get a little bit larger, and other targets that are adjacent to Diddy and have been adjacent to Diddy are starting to be zeroed in on. One of those being Jay-Z. There was one singular allegation of a potential sexual encounter with a child. And so he has come under some scrutiny and has been under a little heat in the recent weeks. So with all of that backdrop, talk to me. How are we feeling about the Diddy situation? And in particular, how are you feeling about what's happening with Jay-Z right now?
I'm gonna start with the Jay-Z thing. I thought that was interesting because there's a lot of characters and personalities on the social media realm that have been trying to predict beforehand that Jay-Z and Beyonce is a part of the whole shit. They just keep saying it. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Beyonce. So in my mind, like, is it like the chicken or the egg thing that they make people notice this? Or is it the reality? Like, is someone just trying to reach because everybody just been buzzing about it? And I'm like, I'm not really sure. But I do appreciate that Jay-Z didn't hesitate. Like, everybody be always worried about, don't say nothing. Just wait until, like, they have proof. Or, like, how Diddy approached the whole Cassie situation. Like, we didn't really get no real information till his ass damn near had to settle out of court and get sued. Like, if either you did it or you didn't, and I'm part of them camps. Like, I don't judge people by what they do. I judge you by how you do it. So, fucking just get to it. He didn't waste no time. That shit was
he did not.
Quick. That letter came out so fast. He was like, look here, motherfuckers.
Like it was already locked and loaded, low key.
Yeah. And then he started, of course, the obvious place was to attack that lawyer. That lawyer is a piece of trash. Like, he just, where's lawyer already? Like, you ain't gonna win this with this lawyer you got. It's just a lot of shit going on with this dude. I'm like, you need to drop him if you're really trying to go after Jay-Z. So I'm like, Jay-Z used to be one of my favorite rappers back in the day. So I would have been biased, but now I'm kind of like, it don't matter to me really either way if he gets pulled in or not. I'm just more waiting to see what Cat Williams got to say in the new year.
Oh, yes.
I just want to see what he got to say about all this shit.
Oh, my God, yeah.
So once he come back and give us the truth, Cat Williams gives the truth about this whole situation, then we know what's going on. Is Jay-Z involved? If Jay-Z not? Cat Williams will tell us. So
Cat has all the tea.
Yeah.
But, all right. I would say for me, like, my big takeaway with the Jay-Z thing is I'm kind of like you. I'm not really sure what to believe at this point. Like, I don't understand. I don't know because I don't live in Hollywood or I'm not in that scene. But, like, you hear the stories about how weird Hollywood is. You hear the stories about how weird the music industry is. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like after the Harvey Weinstein stuff broke, after obviously the Bill Cosby stuff happened, like, it's kind of hard to be like, it's kind of hard to be on that island of, like, I can guarantee this dude ain't never did, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to take that stance, but it's also hard to be like, he's absolutely guilty. And so I feel like there just isn't enough. I don't know enough. Now, I will say this. There have been inconsistencies in the one accuser story. It sounds like the judge that is hearing this case was not happy with Jay-Z's legal team about some of the name calling and some of the things that they were saying about Tony Buzbee, the lawyer, who quite frankly deserves that name calling. Like, let's just be for real. Like, if you out here doing dumb shit, like, you should be called out for doing dumb shit. And it sounds like he's doing dumb shit. So so I don't know. Like so it's interesting to kind of see the woman is now, she's anonymous at this point, but at some point they may make her, kind of say who she is. So I feel like it's just too early to say really anything about this, or to have like a definitive feeling about it. But like you, I do appreciate that Jay-Z came out and was like, like where I'm from, we don't harm kids. We protect the kids. Like he made it very clear that like, no, this is a hill that I'm willing to die on, and y'all gonna have to really come for me if this is true.
Yeah.
So yes, but I don't like the whole Tony Buzbee angle for me is what's hard for me, because unfortunately I think the people that he's representing are going to have a higher burden of proof because of who he is and what he represents.
Yeah.
Now, whether he did those things or not, I guess, we'll find out.
Yeah.
But like just the perception of those things is gonna be, he's not doing himself any favors.
Yeah, and it's like you're going against someone who's already super low key. Like Jay-Z don't post nothing.
Yeah.
He don't be at nothing.
He's not out here for clout.
He don't be at shit unless he's required to by work. Like, I gotta show to this shit. He ain't been to award shows and shit. He don't really do shit. So it's like, it's hard to kind of go against that kind of mysterious aura of a person. The only thing that you got going against him is apparently the cheating shit that came out with his sister-in-law is the only one who pretty much outed him on anything. But even from Dame Dash to even that shit back with the old label, like Jay-Z ain't really been in no fucking mess.
Yeah,
for years.
He's been really clean.
I think ever since like that court case they had back in the day, I think when he said he shot that person, that was way back in the day.
That was a long time ago.
I'm like, I think this is an uphill battle. You're definitely rolling a stone uphill with this one.
Yeah.
It ain't like
I agree.
With Diddy, because Diddy's out there and in the mix and he's just Of course, you're going to get caught slipping eventually, but Jay-Z ain't out there like that.
Yeah.
So to have footage, to have whereabouts, you got to really be up in his closest circle to really know what he's doing. So she's probably better off trying to accuse Beyonce. Shit, she be out there in the mix more than anything else.
That's fair.
But Beyonce, of course, got a character that's unpunishable. You can't blame her. So I'm like, I think y'all just reaching for straws at this point. They trying to get a quick check. Like this is what I said. People gonna be out here trying to get quick checks, and your best bet is just trying to distance yourself from this whole situation. If you got some money and you was close to Diddy, you better get your ass as far as you can away from Diddy, because they're gonna come after your money too.
So this is what is about to happen, bro. Like this is for me, this is where it gets interesting and potentially sad, like really sad, right? Because I think we are going to find out that there unfortunately were and are some folks that we admire, look up to.
Oh yeah, of course.
That were legitimately wrapped up in this.
Yeah, I'm thinking
in a major way. And again, Diddy has a story to tell.
He is testifying,
bro. Diddy has a story to tell, and he's gonna tell that story. So I think a lot of people are jockeying for position and trying to get they affairs in order, so that they ready whenever things hit the fan.
We're gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
Yeah. We all gonna see, and we'll be here with you through it.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on.
Let's get it.
Boom.
Yeah. So hope y'all had a happy holiday and have a happy new year. And we'll see y'all in 2025.
But till then, stay casual.